broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And it's another road game for the Magic.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Now here's Brooks. And Wembanyama outside. Down low. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
The drive by LeBron. Pass to Leonard. Over Brooks. It's hauled in by the Magic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
A nice shot by LeBron.
And that's the improvement of his game. You gotta guard Bron close at the perimeter. He can be so efficient from out there.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Now here's Murray. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And inside Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot.
Now here's Holmgren. It's a 3-point game. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
To the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wemby doesn't even need to jump to throw it down. That's just crazy.
Pass to Ayton. Now Leonard. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And, Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to speak with Chicago's head coach. Now, when it comes to Jamal Murray, coach said it's crucial to make sure his defense doesn't slack off on him. He said Murray is a microwave scorer. He can get hot in a real hurry. Our guys know they have to talk to one another out there, help each other out. Communication is key. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Holmgren. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that one, good.
A nice smooth jumper from Holmgren. The young guy finds some room and instantly takes advantage.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Here is Harper. Wembanyama, a screen. From downtown, Chicago grabs the miss. On the wing, Jones. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now, here's Harper. Back to Tatum. To stop the run. Sinks the three-pointer.
Look at the big Tatum from the coffin corner.
Markkanen from outside. Another three for Chicago.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's James outside. Buries it from three-point range. LeBron's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Chicago. Right side, Harper. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. No good from outside.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Now Holmgren. Bulls moving the ball around. Ware, no good.
Normally he drains that.
And stolen by James. The finish. And LeBron moves it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Magic trail by 8. Here's Murray. Out to the wing. A three from Wembanyama. Markkanen pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Inside, Tatum automatic.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
The shot by Murray Boyles, no good. The Magic trailed by 8. Murray outside. The three from Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Tatum's got 8.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it. Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
The Bulls leading by 5. Pass to Okoro. Here's Murray Boyle. Doubled by Murray. Back to Okoro. 5 to shoot. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Hits it from three-point range.
And early on, Markkanen has demonstrated how efficient he is from that range. Have to run him off the line.
Murray, no good. And here are the Bulls now. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Magic substitution.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Tatum launches it from deep. The Magic again can't hit. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Jones. No good on the triple. The Magic trailed by 11. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Murray Boyle. An easy 2 points on the layup. Murray Boyles has got 4 points now in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Bulls.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
And here are the Bulls now. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Outside, Jones. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Murray Boyle. Clock at 4. Fires from deep. Where, no good. The Magic trailed by 13. And here's Harper from the arc. The shot, no good. There's 1:17 left to play in the first half. Here's Murray Boyle. Outside, Markkanen. From outside, off the mark. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Chicago with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. And again, no good by Chicago. And Orlando has possession. It's a 13-point game. Hits the three-point bomb. Harper's got his first 3 points of the game.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
And the basket is good.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
There's the drive. That one good for 2. Harper's got 5 points so far. 1 second separate in the shot clock. Oh,
wow! That is powerful. And
this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And again, it's Orlando with a three. And here are the Bulls now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Markkanen from outside. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here is Harper. That one drops for him. Harper's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Magic.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
The Magic trailed by 9. Right side, Harper. Man up top. Back to Stewart. Jacks up a 3. They grab their own miss. For the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Stewart's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to man. Back to Harper. The shot by Stewart with no one around. The three-pointer no good. The Bulls leading by 6. The kick out to Williams. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Misses the baby hook.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that.
Harper's shot's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Outside Williams. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Good on the triple. And the Bulls lead by 7.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Grimes. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. The Magic trailed by 5. Outside Harper for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Harper's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to Reith. Here's Okoro. Goes up on the high post. And Reith gets it to go.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Outside Harper. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Joe. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Reith. Off target from outside. Orlando trailing here. Here's Harper. He takes it in. It's good. This game is all even. Harper's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Grimes. There's the pick. Here's Reed. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Stewart. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. For the lead. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Orlando, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shooting for Orlando.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Here's Okoro. Trains the three-pointer. Okoro's got 6.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Brooks outside. Here's Wembanyama.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man. Getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Williams. Pass to Okoro. From past the arc. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Brooks, here we go. Outside for Wembanyama. Wiggins outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Bulls lead by 3.
48. The Magic, 45.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Chicago leading by 3. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Murray Boyle. Clock at 6. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Wembanyama high post. Here's Murray. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Right side, Pippen. Here's Ayton. Banked in off the glass. Ayton's got his first 2 points.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
And here's Tatum for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Joe in the corner. And the 3 off target. The Magic trailed by 5. Here's Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Now Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And here is Murray. Right side Tatum. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Oh, 3-ball. Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
And stolen by Murray. And the dunk by Tatum. Tatum's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Magic
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Dylan Harper.
Up top, Pippen. 5 on the clock. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 6 here in this quarter.
This is why they give Ayton the ball in these spots. They trust him and his ability to deliver.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. It's Joe on the wing. Pippen with the bucket.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Rebound by the Bulls. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense. It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one. If Wemby wants to be one of the greats, this is where he will be judged. And what a big shot to add to his resume.
Murray Bulls. Good defense by Wembanyama. The Magic trailed by 4. Back to Tatum. And here's Harper from the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Questionable shot selection in that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Here's Joe. No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Wembanyama. Orlando moving the ball around. From outside the arc. That shot, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Pippen. Over to the wing. Joe with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Pippen with it. So the Bulls win it. They didn't